Hey guys, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a great day. Just want to say a quick welcome if there's any newcomers. I've been reading the Bible now for, I don't know, like 8, 9 months. I've brought God into my life. I pray, I go to church regularly, and read the Bible a couple chapters each day. And I've been recording my journey to share what it's really been like um, day to day, bringing God into my life. And um, it's been a roller coaster, but I can tell you 100%, no doubt, um, bringing God into my life has been the best thing I ever did and ever will do. And I highly recommend, if there's any part of you that is curious about God or wanting to know more or seek him, there's maybe like a part of you in the back of your mind. um, the best place to start is pray, and reading the Bible. And so I would highly recommend giving that a chance. And you're welcome to join me. My full playlist is on my channel starting from day one, and I will be doing the entire Bible. So you're welcome to join me. Day 1 and 2 are the only days that don't have the recording of the chapter. All the rest do. So you'll need to look those up yourself. But hopefully, welcome. So I just want to share a quick update with everyone. I know I haven't mentioned this in a while, about my husband's employment status. And he got laid off, I think, what, a month and a half ago, something like that, almost 2 months ago. And he had trouble finding a job, and he finally found a job that was going to be good in the long term, for when he was done with school, because there was a possibility to get into a different role at this company. Anyways, so they weren't they were hiring, but they weren't their start date wasn't until July 8th. So my husband's finally going to be going back to work soon. So I'm very grateful for that, and I really, really hope that um, this, you know, works out the way that he intended. So please pray for us. um, and sorry, my daughter's squirming around in her crib. I was worried she was going to get up, but we're good. So yeah, I'm just feeling grateful about that, and I'm just hoping everything works out. And I have been feeling a little overwhelmed lately, but I have been finding myself turning to God more and asking him more for help and strength and patience and guidance and support, and through like prayer. And I find that it helps a lot, a lot, a lot. And so because it's helping, it makes me want to do it more. So things are good. Um, but I have been having a little bit of a rough couple of days, just because I've been feeling a little overwhelmed, because I have a lot of things I want to do each day, and I'm in the process of trying to balance everything. So I'm not like putting too much attention into one thing. I'm kind of like working on all these projects at the same time, which I know kind of sounds weird, but they're not like giant projects. Like I'm trying to garden. So I tried um, a strawberry plant in the middle of the summer. Stupid, I know, but I don't know. Um, so it's not like that's going to take my whole day. It's just kind of like just experimenting with that. I'm trying to learn Spanish, so I'm trying to use my app about maybe 10-15 minutes a day. And then I'm also reading a book about how to bullet journal, so I do that a little bit each day. And then I'm trying to practice making food videos, like little YouTube shorts, because I love cooking and I'm already cooking and making stuff. So I figured, why not try making videos? I mean, I have nothing to lose. I literally have nothing to lose. So I figured, why not? And so I'm giving that a try. And I'm also trying to take our dogs for walks every day, which is really difficult because it's a pit bull and a German shepherd. Needless to say, I have to take them separate, and um, they're very difficult to walk, especially the German Shepherd. They're very strong. So, yeah, I'm trying to navigate that as well. But anyways, what my point is I have a lot going on. I'm feeling overwhelmed, and I'm finally like embracing all of these things and trying to work on all of these things, instead of just waiting till we get into our own home. And I find myself feeling a little overwhelmed though. And um, I find that every time I start to feel overwhelmed or upset, or I'm putting too much attention to one thing or whatever happens or however I'm feeling, I've been praying more and turning to God more. And it's helping a lot. So I highly recommend. Um, I mean, I'll pray a couple times a day, and sometimes they're not long prayers. It could just be like a minute, couple minutes. It's nothing crazy. But um, it definitely is. I'm practicing, turning to God more, and I think that's something that will just improve over time. So things are good. Overall, I'm hanging in there. But I hope you guys are doing good too. I know there's a couple of you that have been following my journey for a while now, and um, I really hope that you guys are getting something out of my videos along with helping me, and giving me support, because that's important to me. I appreciate your guys' help so much, but I also hope that you guys are also getting something from these videos as well. So that's really important to me. And I know God has a plan for everything. So I'm just kind of just doing what He's asked me to do. Okay, so let's get into today's chapters. Oh, I've also been consistently praying right before every video, asking God to help me stay focused on Him and the Bible, and doing His will for these videos. And it's helping a lot. I still sometimes get a little distracted while we're reading the chapters, but overall, I have been consistently praying before each video, so that's a win in my book. I just wanted to share that. Okay, let's get into today's chapters. Oh, and just so you know, I was confused yesterday on who was like talking and what these chapters were going on about. So today's chapters are actually from Asaph, I think, is that his name? It's one of the kings, I believe. It's like one of the children of the line of, I believe, David and Solomon, I think. I don't know, it's Asaph, I believe. He's one of the kings that was in the line of all the kings that they talked about in the books, First Kings and Second Kings. So that's who all of the chapters today are, and verses are today from, is Asaph. I hope I said his name correctly. So if I'm wrong, correct me.
You caused judgment to be heard from heaven. The earth feared and was still, when God arose to judgment to deliver all the oppressed of the earth. Selah. Surely the wrath of man shall praise you. With the remainder of wrath you shall gird yourself. Make vows to the Lord your God, and pay them. Let all who are around him bring presents to him who ought to be feared. He shall cut off the spirit of princes. He is awesome to the kings of the earth. I cried out to God with my voice, and he gave ear to me. In the day of my trouble I sought the Lord. My hand was stretched out in the night without ceasing. My soul refused to be comforted. I remembered God and was troubled. I complained, and my spirit was overwhelmed. Selah. You hold my eyelids open. I am so troubled that I cannot speak. I have considered the days of old, the years of ancient times. I call to remembrance my song in the night. I meditate within my heart, and my spirit makes diligent search. Will the Lord cast off forever? And will he be favorable no more? Has his mercy ceased forever? Has his promise failed forevermore? Has God forgotten to be gracious? Has he in anger shut up his tender mercies? Selah. And I said, this is my anguish, but I will remember the years of the right hand of the Most High. I will remember the works of the Lord. Surely I will remember your wonders of old. I will also meditate on all your work and talk of your deeds. Your way, O God, is in the sanctuary. Who is so great a God as our God? You are the God who does wonders. You have declared your strength among the peoples. You have with your arm redeemed your people, the sons of Jacob and Joseph. Selah. The waters saw you, O God. The waters saw you. They were afraid. The depths also trembled. The clouds poured out water. The skies sent out a sound. Your arrows also flashed about. The voice of your thunder was in the whirlwind. The lightnings lit up the world. The earth trembled and shook. Your way was in the sea, your path in the great waters, and your footsteps were not known. You led your people like a flock by the hand of Moses and Aaron. Give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from their children, telling to the generation to come the praises of the Lord, and his strength and his wonderful works that he has done. For he established a testimony in Jacob, and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children, that the generation to come might know them, the children who would be born, that they may arise and declare them to their children, that they may set their hope in God, and not forget the works of God, but keep his commandments, and may not be like their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that did not set its heart aright, and whose spirit was not faithful to God. The children of Ephraim, being armed and carrying bows, turned back in the day of battle. They did not keep the covenant of God. They refused to walk in his law, and forgot his works, and his wonders that he had shown them. Marvelous things he did in the sight of their fathers, in the land of Egypt, in the field of Zoan. He divided the sea and caused them to pass through, and he made the waters stand up like a heap. In the daytime also he led them with the cloud, and all the night with a light of fire. He split the rocks in the wilderness, and gave them drink in abundance like the depths. He also brought streams out of the rock, and caused waters to run down like rivers. But they sinned even.
So I saw a video one time on YouTube about someone saying that they found this rock that Moses, I think he like hit it with his staff or something because God told him to, and it produced water for them to drink and stuff. I guess they located this rock, and they think this rock is the rock that they referred to in the Bible. And it was like this huge rock because someone was standing next to it, and it was big. It almost looked like these two rocks together, and then the stream like came out, and they were like, it shows evidence of water erosion. And they were like, well, where did the water come from? It's like in the middle of the desert. And I mean, I don't know how real it was. I mean, it looked pretty real, but I thought it was pretty crazy because you can't like make up water erosion. You just can't make that up, really. I mean, So, um, I don't know, it was pretty cool. And I think about like, wow, I wonder what that must have looked like to the people who actually got to witness it firsthand, you know? Like, I wonder what it looked like. Like, did they see water like behind the rock? Or did they only see the water like coming through the rock? Or like, I don't know, I just find it super fascinating. Um, and it makes me even more like, how did so many people see these miraculous like events by God when he was had, you know, using Moses to lead them out of Egypt, and they just still kept turning their back on God. Like, I just can't fathom that. I don't like I don't understand it. I just don't understand what like they were thinking or what was going through their minds or why like I just can't fathom that, but I also don't want to judge because I wasn't in their situation in that time. So, I mean, there's no way I could possibly even comprehend, you know, to put myself in their shoes. But, anyways, um, yeah, apparently people have said that they found the rock that, you know, gave them water while they were in the desert thirsty. So, I just thought it was pretty cool.
More against him by rebelling against the Most High in the wilderness. And they tested God in their heart by asking for the food of their fancy. Yes, they spoke against God. They said, "Can God prepare a table in the wilderness?" Behold, he struck the rock so that the waters gushed out and the streams overflowed. Can he give bread also? Can he provide meat for his people? Therefore the Lord heard this and was furious. So a fire was kindled against Jacob, and anger also came up against Israel, because they did not believe in God and did not trust in his salvation. Yet he had commanded the clouds above, and opened the doors of heaven, had rained down manna on them to eat, and given them of the bread of heaven.
Wow, it sounds like they almost were like not mocking him, but like oh, you can produce, you know, water like from a rock. Well, give me a table, give me meat, give me bread, you know, like it's kind of like rude. Instead of just being like trusting in God and being grateful that he made a way for them to have water. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I can't judge too much because, well, really at all, because I wasn't in their shoes, but in that time. But that is kind of like, that would make me mad too, for them to like then be like, oh, well, you produced water from a rock, you want to, you know, it's like testing him. Oh, you want to give me a table too? It's like God's not like um uh you know, a like dance monkey dance for me, you know. That's It's not like it just seems really like rude and disrespectful um to like treat God that way, in my opinion. But that's just me. Anyways, guys, well, I will see you guys for tomorrow's chapters, and I hope you guys are having a really good week. And I hope that if you find yourself in any type of situation or frustration or something upsets you, or even if you're feeling like grateful and thankful and blessed, just don't forget to thank God, you know, praise him, you know, like when you're feeling that, like in the moment, if you're just like, wow, I feel so grateful right now. Like the other day I made homemade pizza, um and I don't know what came over me. I was just sitting there and I just all of a sudden felt so grateful to be sitting there at the table with the pizza in front of me and a nice cold Coke, in the glass Coke. um and I don't know what came over me. I just all of a sudden felt super grateful and blessed, and I just took a moment and prayed and told God I was grateful and thankful. And I even got like a little emotional, almost a little teary eyed. You know, like, because I turned to God a lot for help and support and guidance and, you know, stuff like that. But I also tried to remember to thank Him. But I don't want to do it just to do it. I want to do it like when like am feeling it also in the moment, you know? So I don't think there's anything wrong with like taking just a quick moment to be like, wow, like, and just, you know, appreciate something right in front of you. Something as simple as a piece of pizza, you know, like, I don't know. Just don't forget. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow.